Man, about time, man. Really. It just felt good to get back out there with my teammates, man. It's been a month since I've been playing, and like I said in the interview earlier this week, it was some plays out there that I knew we left out there that I felt like I could make, and it just happened. And I thank the coaches for always putting us in the right spots, and it has been a long time, and I was just glad to be out there with my teammates again.
Was this experience kind of humbling, kind of losing your senior year a little bit, a couple games there at the end, missing senior day, and now you're back out there for the playoffs? Or does it revive you a little bit?
Yeah, definitely, because you can't take anything for granted, no matter what it is. And I love to play football, and when you take that away from me, it hurts, and you do humble yourself. So you just got to just go out there, take every day it's serious, because you never know when it could be your last play or winning your last game. So it was a great opportunity for me and the team to be out there and keep playing.
Think you'd have the speed to outrun everybody, or with the knee, were you a little worried when you had it, or what was going through your mind?
Oh, no, once I caught it, I knew I was gone. I said, there's no way I'm getting caught. But my knee felt great, though, the whole game. At the beginning, I was a little timid to see how it was going to be for me. But once the time came and I got in the flow of playing and just making plays and being out there for a few series, I just got comfortable. And then when the plays came, we just made them. So, yeah.
Cool. They were able to move the ball against your guys' defense a little bit easier than other teams had this year in the first half. What did you guys do to make the adjustment at halftime? How did it work out for you in the second half?
We just kind of looked at the way they were fitting stuff up, and the way we were fitting stuff up, we kind of changed a few things that way and just got the guys in the right spot to make the tackles. And we missed a few tackles in the first half as well, and that kind of led to some yards. And we know we're going to give up yards, it's just the points that all that matter.
Well, talk about the third. You guys just have that confidence that the second half is going to be yours. It's a close game in the third quarter, and you put up 21 and kind of built that gap. Is that a confidence, or why do you think it seems to happen like that?
Yeah, we always have confidence in our team. We knew we were getting the ball at halftime. We knew our offense was going to go score, and it was going to be us to get a 3-and-out right away to kind of change the momentum and let them go score again. And we just don't worry about what the score is at halftime. We just go keep playing our game, keep doing our thing. We got great conditioning on our side. We know we're going to play for 4 quarters.
You go through those goal line stops. You got 2 of them, obviously big plays.
Yeah, goal line stops are huge. They marched it all the way down on us a couple times, and we work it in practice. We work it all the time, and those are just big plays up front to hit your fits right and stop in the backfield.
Chef, you were able to lead the team in tackles. They had 9. You were able to fly all over the field. Talk about the impact that you had today and what you saw out there.
Well, it was just, the defensive calls that our coaches were calling that put me in, a position to make the play. And, being out on defense and special team allows me to get that many tackles.
You must really enjoy special teams, gunning and all that stuff. Is that really a lot of fun?
Well, yeah, I like special teams because it's it's a big time play, and it impacts the game in a big way. So, any way I can get out there and help the team, it doesn't matter to me. I'll do it.
How were you able to respond after you roughing the passer penalty and kind of keep your head and stay focused out there?
Well, after I did that, I was just knowing that, it's the next play. I couldn't let it linger on, and because my team needed me out there, so just put it behind me.
This is for any of you guys. Your next opponent, Coastal Carolina, won in some pretty cold conditions. Do you ever wonder what that game like today's game would have been like outside?
Not a lot of passing, I can tell you that. They were passing on us a lot in the first half, and if we go outside right now, it's negative 20 degrees. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of running, and that can impact a game weather-wise. But it's a great reason and great opportunity that we have this dome, and it just helps us out a lot with our fans and everybody out here supporting us, and we get fuel off that, and we just keep going and going, and it just keeps the motor on us.
Brian, what was it like having number 1 back out there?
What was it like? What?
Having number 1 back up on the field.
It's nice because he makes plays, and when he's out there, he's a big difference maker. Just like today, you guys saw, and just having him out there with the leadership and the tips and stuff that he gives us, it's a big lift for our team and our defense.
Cole, you feel like you guys kind of, I guess, I don't know, rode the wave, for lack of a better expression, in the third quarter when, you know, they score, then you get the stop and the score again, and, you know, the interception for a touchdown happens. It just kind of build when all that stuff happes like that.
Yeah, once we start making plays, that dome gets rocking, and we kind of just feed off of it and just keep rolling with it. We want to keep that crowd into it, and after we scored and we were able to stop them, we were able to score again and get the pick six and whatnot. And it's just, once you get that dome rocking like that, you want to keep it that way.
Oh, I know you guys were getting pressure, but not exactly getting sacks early on. You guys started bringing Hegel on some blitzes and some different, you know, blitzes. Did you kind of feel like eventually that you were going to get them and things were going to start going your way?
We knew at some point we were going to get there. They did a lot of max protection, kept a lot of guys in early on, and later in the game they had to send a few more guys out. We were able to get home a little easier, so that was nice.
Marcus, I know you're a team guy, but you now know that you have the most pick sixes ever in FCS history, and what does that mean for you?
Now I do, but it's just an honor, man. But I couldn't do it without these guys next to me in the team that we have. It's a great thing that we have here going on in North Dakota State, just with a program, and nobody takes the blame and nobody takes the glory. I mean, we all are in it as one, and I'll be selfish just to say that it's all me making those plays out there, but it's all of us as a team. And I mean, I'm honored to have that award, but I feel like it's all of our award because we all made plays off of those, and we all won those games too. So there we go from there.
Anything else for these guys?
Thanks. Kind of how you hoped or envisioned the third quarter would go after it was kind of tight there at halftime?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we wanted to come out that first possession and you know, score right away, and that's what we did. And then we get a turnover on defense for 6 points. Marcus made a nice play and ran it back to the house. That's a quarterback's best friend right there.
Talk about when you guys can use Ryan Smith in so many different ways. How are you able to do that today?
He's a versatile guy. You know, he can hand off the ball to him on those jet sweeps, and he's gonna get it done. And he's tough to cover downfield. So he's a great player for us. He does it all. You know, he return game, anything I asked of him, he does. He's one of the best teammates I've ever had, and he brings it every game.
That touchdown run that you had like in the second half, is that the longest run that you've had?
How long was it? 53? No, that wasn't the longest then. Georgia Southern was, so. But I could tell you it felt like the longest run. I don't know, maybe senior year, packed on an extra couple pounds. I was huffing and puffing. That was a fun deal though to you know, have a big lane open up like that and turn on the so-called jets and get it done.
Brock, can you talk about what it means to play indoors, especially where your weather is outside now?
I probably wouldn't be here if there wasn't the Fargo Dome. It's ridiculously cold outside. No quarterback wants to play in -8-degree weather. So the dome is the best. It's the best. It's you know, awesome place to play. It's the ultimate home field advantage. You know, our crowd is awesome every game, and you know, I'm gonna miss playing here whenever it's done. So.
Brock, another game, no turnovers, and even when it was a 7-7 game, 10-7, it just kind of seemed like you were biding your time before the explosion was going to happen. And what is that? The second half, always.
You know what? We're a start strong, finish stronger kind of team, and that's how we are every game. That's who we are. It's what we do. It's Bison football, and you know, it just takes time to figure them out a little bit. And you know, there's never a panic within our group, and it was just a matter of time until we started to get things going, and that's what we did.
Through the air, the running game actually wasn't working too well in the beginning. You sort of chunked at it later. What were you seeing out there? Were they stacking the box?
Yeah, they were. They came out. We're putting a ton of guys in the box, going, you know, one on one on the edge, and it was just we had to figure out, you know, the best way to attack that, and we just hung in there, trusted in our coaching staff to put us in the right positions, and just tried to execute the best we could as an offense.
After that tough game, talk about the opportunity to play another 60.
It means the world. You know, I I just want to thank God. You know, I mean, you get another 60 minutes. You get another week with the guys. You know, this group. You never know how long we're going to be together. So it's another chance to savor the moments together and be together. There's nothing better than that.
Furman was talking about how hard it is to defend you guys because you're so balanced. You feel like in your time here, especially these last 3 years, that you guys are as balanced right now, especially in the last half of the season, as you've ever been?
Yeah, that's what we try to be as an NDSU offense. Throughout my time here, we've just strived to be as balanced as we can because that's the toughest offense to stop, is a balanced attack. And I give all the credit to Coach Viggs for putting up, you know, half and half passing yards and rushing yards at the end of every game. I look up there and I just shake my head. I mean, it's amazing how he manages the game, and and I just try to manage the game on the field, and he tries to manage the game the best he can in the box, and he does a great job, and I try to do my best job, and yeah, it's definitely probably the most balanced year so far, but that's kind of how we try to be.
Rod, you guys had 250 yards at halftime. Do you have a feeling you were going to pop it in the second half, that the offense was moving, that you could just do big plays?
Yeah. I was a little ticked that last play. I threw it down the middle to Kevin. I think I had Ryan on a corner route, and just didn't pull the trigger on Ryan. You know, there were 7 seconds. I wanted to make sure that we'd at least ensure a field goal. So maybe that was part of my reasoning, I guess. But yeah, we just kept with it and knew that it was just amount of time that we needed to get things going and really take over.
Paul was saying how the offensive playbook is just huge, that he doesn't even understand half of it. I mean, is that how you feel like, how much is in that offensive playbook?
Well, I've been here, including my redshirt year now, 5 years, so if I don't have things down pat, I probably shouldn't be running the offense. I probably know the offense backwards now as a fifth-year senior. You gain a level of comfortability and confidence, and that's kind of how I've been playing my senior year, and that should happen. So that's good. But there's a lot of things that we do, and we're expected to do them well, and it's just fun to go out there with the guys and go to battle.
How beneficial is that in the playoffs when teams are trying to prepare for you in a week and you just have all these bags of tricks, especially like Ryan today, you start swinging him around? I mean, is that just sort of, with the years of confidence that you have now, does it make it that much easier?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of weapons on offense, and to use them in different ways and just change it up and keep the defense guessing is the best way to operate, and that's what we've tried to do this year.
Anything else for Brock?